Hello, this is King Channel TV. I am sitting in for the king. We have breaking news on the mass shooting in Illinois. Yesterday, the parents of the suspect, who police say carried out this mass shooting on July 4, issued a statement for the first time since the attack. Their words: "We are all mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, and this is a terrible tragedy for many families. The victims, the parade goers, the community, and our own. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to everybody." This brief statement was released by Steve Greenberg, a lawyer, who said the parents hired him to represent them. Robert Crimo Jr., who lost a Highland Park mayoral bid in 2019, and his wife, would like people to respect their privacy as they try to sort through this tragedy, Greenberg said. The parents share everyone's desire to figure out everything that went wrong so that this doesn't happen again to more innocent people, children, and families, according to Greenberg, who also said the parents are cooperating with law enforcement. Today, there was more breaking news. The father of Robert Crimo III, Robert Crimo Jr., will be criminally investigated in connection with the attack for signing an affidavit supporting his son's application for a gun license, police said. Robert Crimo Jr. sponsored his son's firearm owner application in 2019. Speaking to the media before the announcement of the investigation into him, Crimo Jr. denied any responsibility for the attack. "I had not an inkling, no warning, that this was going to happen," Crimo told ABC News. In Illinois, individuals must be at least 21 to independently obtain a firearm owner's identification, which is generally needed to legally own a gun. Anyone under 21 can apply for an FOID with the written consent of a parent or legal guardian who is not prohibited from having a card themselves. In doing so, they agree to be held liable for any damages resulting from the minor applicant's use of firearms or firearm ammunition. Illinois State Police confirmed on Wednesday that Crimo Jr. signed off on his son's application in December 2019, despite his son having two previous encounters with local police, including one in September 2019, where he allegedly threatened to kill everybody in his family. During that visit, police confiscated a number of weapons in the gunman's possession, including 16 knives, a dagger, and a sword. The weapons were later returned to the family, however, after Crimo Jr. claimed they were his, not his son's, and were just being stored in his son's room for safekeeping. On Monday, Robert Crimo III killed 7 people and injured more than 40 during a 4th of July parade in the Chicago suburb of Highland Park, Illinois. He is currently held on 7 counts of first-degree murder. If convicted, he faces a maximum penalty of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Police said on Thursday that he also considered attacking another parade in Madison, Wisconsin, but drove back to Illinois instead, where he was later arrested at the wheel of his mother's car. Crimo Jr. acknowledged he signed off on the gun application for his son, noting that his son was approved after going through background checks. "They do background checks, whatever that entails, I'm not exactly sure. And either you're approved or denied, and he was approved," Crimo Jr. told ABC. He said he doesn't regret sponsoring the firearm application, saying his son later obtained various firearms prior to the Independence Day attack himself. "Do I regret that? No, not 3 years ago, signing a consent form to go through the process, that's all it was," Crimo said. "Had I purchased guns throughout the years and given them to him in my name, that's a different story. But he went through that whole process himself." He added he is not worried about the legal consequences of signing off on his son's application, saying his son has good morals and wasn't raised in an abusive environment. He also said he spoke to his son just a few hours before the massacre about a different mass shooting at a mall in Copenhagen, Denmark. Crimo Jr. said his son called the Copenhagen shooter an idiot. He goes, "Yeah, that guy is an idiot." That's what he said, Crimo Jr. told the New York Post. That's all for now. Please like the video and subscribe to King Channel TV. Have a great day.